Autonomous robots, like self-driving vehicles, were one of the first and main goals of DARPA. To stimulate their development, the agency launched the Strategic Computing Initiative in the 1980s and allocated billions of dollars to it. The goal was to develop artificial intelligence techniques in multiple fields. Among the results, there are first autonomous cars and the first quadruple-legged walking robot by Boston Dynamics. Modern unmanned vehicles date back to a series of robotic races, which DARPA sponsored in the early 2000s to stimulate the development of this technology. And in 2004, out of all the applicants for the prize of $1 million, only one managed to pass a modest 12 kilometers of the planned 240-kilometer race. Later in 2005, the entire distance was able to be covered by 5 cars at once. In 2007, DARPA held another race, but this time with a prize of $2 million. The self-driving cars had to drive through the city, observing rules of the road, and interacting with each other at intersections. It was DARPA that sponsored the development of the first 4 Boston Dynamics Big Dog robots, presented in 2005. The robot, measuring 91 by 76 centimeters and weighing 110 kilograms, was able to move at speeds of 6.5 kilometers per hour and carry a load of 150 kilograms, as well as climbing a mountain with a slope at a 35-degree angle. The project cost DARPA $42 million, but was eventually closed because the robot was incredibly noisy. Nevertheless, Big Dog became the basis for the creation of both the Robot Spot and the Atlas robot. By the way, the robot was not the last development of Boston Dynamics for DARPA. All of the robots of the company, including those created for military purposes, we showed previously in a video. A link to that is now in the card above. Very unusual developments were and are among the agency's projects. For example, the Energy Autonomous Tactical Robot Program was aimed at creating robots that could feed on plants to independently replenish energy right where they would need to be working. Or the Engineering Living Materials Program, aimed at creating self-heating building materials with the development of 3D printing of organs and tissues. DARPA hopes to use similar technology to create hybrid materials that can form and support the growth of artificially created cells. These materials are able to be grown locally using already available resources. The Hybrid Insect Microelectromechanical Systems Spy Beetle project in 2006 looked crazy. In 2009, the engineers even presented a prototype transmitter for cyborg insects. But judging by the fact that in 2018, the agency announced the beginning of the development of miniature robots to manage insects in the right quantities did not work.